Taurus. I will be laying out 6 more cards now for love, romance, and relationships. Who's trying to fight for you in some ways. Okay, you have the 10 of Swords that has fallen out, followed by the 7 of Wands, the 3 of Pentacles, the King of Cups, the Emperor, and the 7 of Pentacles. Okay, the 10 of Swords. You know, I really do feel like there's an ending happening with an air sign. Or an air sign, you know, I'm not sure if this is backstabbing or dishonesty, because you did have the 7 of Swords or the 10 of Swords. It doesn't necessarily have to be an air sign, a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, but it can be someone that's been dishonest about they haven't been honest about the truth. Eventually everything is going to come out though, because there's light, there's a dawn is coming. Some of you, there's a rebirth with an air sign. It could be the case. I don't know why this person keeps coming up around you. They could be in your future. They could come from distant lands than you, Taurus. But for some reason, this person is around you. Now, it doesn't have to be an air sign. As I said, it can be someone that exhibits the traits of an air sign. But I do believe this person, you know, everything is going to surface. But they've been dishonest about what they've been telling you, about who they are or what they're doing or what they've done or what they've encountered in the past. There's something that they've been withholding from you. And I've had my word with them. I've spoken to them about this because this came up in their reading, that they're withholding some sort of truth or need to reveal something, and that it needs to happen, and it needs to happen soon. So for some of you, I think it was the Geminis that I said that to. As well as Aquarius, that they're learning a lot too, so I think this might be applicable. I haven't done Libra as yet, because that will be the last sign I do, but look, moving on, you do have the 7 of Wands, and this is resistance. 7 of Swords with the 7 of Wands. There's a fire sign that's being resistant here. Or that you're not getting much from a fire sign. They're coming up as the Emperor energy, so it's hard to say. They've got their poker face on. They're a little bit confrontational. They're coming up as a little bit quite forward. But I think what you need to do, if you want to get to this person, you need to soften them up a little bit, is what I'm seeing here. Or almost like buttering them up, so to speak here, Taurus. But look, I do believe you're being met with resistance from someone here in a fire sign. And it's this resistance from a relationship, or resistance to go forward with something. And it could be with this Empress here. If you had your eye on an Empress, or you've had your eye on an Emperor, you know, it could be met with resistance. What I love about this though is that the Empress and the Emperor, there is a relationship forming, and it is quite a power couple. The two of you are very, very influential, is what I'm seeing here. For some, it's with the water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You have an Aries, possibly another earth sign here. But I do believe whatever this resistance is, you will work it out with a fire sign. And I do believe you have a fated relationship coming in here, Taurus. Something that you could start. It's going to start either behind the scenes, or the two of you will commit. This is coming into commitment here. The Empress and the Emperor are someone that are together. They get married. They're considered a power couple. You know, I did mention pregnancy here. So for some of you, possible pregnancy news, maybe your own, it may be a girlfriend or a partner that you're with, but absolutely wonderful here to see the Empress and Emperor. There is a wonderful relationship happening here, which is beautiful to see. But for some of you, I do see that there's a bit of resistance or confrontation happening in a relationship, whilst for others there's a lot of sacrifice or compromise that needs to be made with the 3 of Pentacles. You're going to work through it though. You're going to be stable. You're coming up King of Cups energy. He sits very poised and almost undisturbed on his stone slab amongst this murky and turbulent water. So whatever it is, you'll get through it. You'll stabilize eventually. You just need to give it time. Could take 3 days, 3 weeks, maybe even 3 months. But eventually the waters will calm down and things will be amicable between the two of you again, if they're not. But the King of Cups is also a message of energy, of an energy of love, of truthfulness, of honesty. So someone is confessing your love. You're either saying your I love yous, or someone is saying it to you. Someone is confessing their emotion here. And this is someone that's quite reliable, Taurus. It could be a water sign. But I feel like they're emotionally wanting to go through anything with you, and maybe you have emotionally gone through a lot with them already, but I feel like there's a lot of solidarity. You know, the Emperor, it's not very fickle. He's very set in his ways. He can be somewhat stubborn, but he's not about to leave anytime soon. There's very stable energy coming forward from the King of Cups and the Emperor. So I'm seeing that there is someone that can offer you stability, or is wanting stability, or you've even faced adversity together. You've faced a third-party situation maybe, or you've faced dishonesty with your intentions, or you've faced this betrayal with this person, or whatever it is, this rebirth. Because eventually the two of you will come out stronger. And I do see that you'll become more emotionally reliable on this person. This is you becoming codependent, Taurus. And you know, it's either one way or another with you. If you're committed and you really love someone, you love them with all your heart, and you revere them as your emperor, as your empress, and there's no one else. There's no one else that can take their place. They're up on that pedestal. But there's also another side of you, if you're not committed, your heart's not there, and it's either one way or another. I don't feel there's a happy medium in between for you, Taurus. You're either one way inclined or the other, and it's two very extreme behaviors. And I think this is what's coming up for you for this month. You do have the Seven of Pentacles, so there is someone you're thinking very seriously about, and it could be another earth sign. You're reflecting on memories together, or it's almost like you're collecting data about them. So I'm not sure if you know this person or not yet, Taurus, but I almost feel like you're observing them from a distance maybe, and you already know a few things. Their friends, where they work, if they go to university, if they have children, what their lifestyle is about, what their interests are, where their passions lie. I think you're collecting data here, and things are, it's almost like the wheels are turning. And you're thinking about having this person in your life as a potential relationship partner. Now, this could be an earth sign. You do have everything here. You've got water, air, earth, fire. So you do have a bit of everything, but I see that things are getting more complex here for you in regards to romance and relationships. Let's move on and have a look at your career and creative pursuits, which I definitely think are the forefront for you. It's quite prominent here for you this month. Okay, the Tower card, followed by the Three of Wands. Wow, okay, the Queen of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, Nine of Wands, and the last card is the High Priestess. Okay, there's a reveal happening about work. There's major changes happening within work with the Tower card. There's a project you're working on, and there could be a delay of some kind, but I think this is going to be picked up in the distant future again. Possibly not anytime soon, but in the distant future, because the Three of Wands is next to the Tower here. So I almost feel like whatever you're walking away from, for those that are walking away, you're going to walk away from it for many, possibly many years, up to 3 years here. Or 30 years maybe. But the Tower card here is these sudden changes, turmoil, chaos, or crumbling of a business collaboration or a business partnership, changing agents, changing business providers, changing service providers, changing business investors or partners in some way here with the Tower card. Because your future is going to look very, very different in terms of work. What I love here, the Three of Wands looks to the Queen of Pentacles. Some of you have career, it's in the distant future, maybe not right away, in the distant future. 3 has come up 1, 2, 3 times for you. So maybe 3 years, 3 months, you're going to have a work opportunity abroad. It's going to earn you money. It has potential to accommodate you, be very flexible in terms of incentive, benefits. I see nice money in your hands here. It may come with an asset. There's going to be something, either a bonus scheme, something attached to it to try and entice you to the role. This is coming up in your distant future. I also feel like the choices, the things you're doing now, the industry you're in, the project that you're doing, this is a long-term project. It's not something that will come and pass you by very quickly. This is something that's going to be in your distant future for one reason or another, or there'll be more money-making opportunities within the industry you're in now in the future, even if you decide to leave this job. I do see it still hovering around you in the future here with the Queen of Pentacles, because you are the Queen of Pentacles. It's quite a refined energy, regardless if you're a male or a female watching this. The Queen of Pentacles is a very established energy. She's the last queen of the deck. She's got money, she's got assets, she's got wealth. I definitely feel there's a lot of material wealth, abundance, and prosperity that's in your future here, Taurus, because you're initiating this or starting to see how much money or how much success this venture can get you. Because I see you clinging to money. You're addicted to this, Taurus. Yes, you're very money driven, but I see there's been a lot of concentration on career and maybe not enough on love for some of you. I feel like you've this is all that you know. It's almost like I want to say, this is all that you know right now, and this is who you are, and this person who you're trying to be, or the level you're trying to get to, the abundance, the prestige, the success you're trying to chase, this is all that you know, Taurus. And I see if you continue to go down this path, you might neglect love a little bit here, is what I'm seeing for some of you that have completely closed yourself off to love. Because I see, but you can't save every penny. You can't collect every, you're not going to get every project. You're not going to get every client. You're not going to get every customer. You're not going to get every wholesaler. Sometimes the Four of Pentacles to me symbolizes greed. So I'm not sure for some of you, if you've been greedy in the sense that you've diverted a lot of attention to your career, but I do see that you will have a lot of money in your hands. You'll have a lot of ideas. You'll be stepping on money. You'll be hoarding money. You'll be thinking about money. This is you being very, very money-minded, a strong business acumen commencing from this coming through to you. And it could definitely get you into this position of the Queen of Pentacles. A lot of success. Early retirements for some of you, I think, too, is coming up. You also have the Nine of Wands, and this is why I said that, it's the Nine of Wands is capricious energy, it's hesitance, it's feeling unsure about something. And what are you feeling unsure about? The money, the career. You've been too guarded looking at this. It's nice to chase the money, and money is a nice thing to have. Yes, it can get you nice things. It can get you nice experiences. The most important thing is if you're happy in your career, though, if you're genuinely happy. And you're doing this for more reasons than money and status, and it goes beyond this. Because I think there's something about a long-term future goal here that you have for career that you may start to implement. It's in your path here. You're taking a bit of a different path here because you want to set up a different life. The High Priestess, this is in your prophecy here. This is in your life. I'm not sure if this is in regards to because you want to be more open to a relationship. You do have the black and the white pillars. The black and the white, the yin and the yang, masculine and feminine. The pomegranate fruit is children. I'm not sure if your partner falling pregnant or you falling pregnant changes things for career for you. But I do think there's major reveals, announcements. There's some sort of validation, symbols or synchronicities that will come to you, Taurus. It's almost letting you know that you're on the right path. I also feel like there's an award or accreditation, or you're going to be mentioned in something, a journal, a publication. You're winning an award. You're going to be noticed. You're going to be written about. There may be an article written about you, a blog that's written about you. You're going to inspire someone is what I'm seeing with the High Priestess here in regards to your career, in how much you've progressed in such little time, or how much ambition and dedication you've had towards a self-governing business or someone else's company that you've been working for directly. But I am seeing that there's definitely a lot of positive changes and money that's coming in the distant future. You're destined to have money. You're destined to have status. It's in your path. The High Priestess is here. So that's quite powerful. But I will leave it at that, Taurus. I hope this reading has been insightful. Thank you so much for watching.